right, our last type of chemical reaction is going to be combustion. And the special piece about combustion is that it's something reacting with oxygen. So we've talked about kind of how to identify each of these chemical reactions. And the way we identify combustion is that it has oxygen, or O2 gas. There are two types of combustion. Metals. So a metal reacts with oxygen. A metal reacts with oxygen to form metal oxides, or hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons are C's and H's bonded together. So CXHY plus oxygen always, always, always forms carbon dioxide and water. Those will always be your products with every combustion reaction of a hydrocarbon. So let's practice these. Aluminum, Al. Al is a metal. Al plus O2. Remember that one of the reactants in every combustion reaction will always be oxygen. And that's going to form a metal oxide. Well, aluminum has a +3 charge. Oxygen has a -2 charge. So when I crisscross those, I end up with Al2O3. Now I need to balance. Okay, I have one aluminum, two aluminums, two oxygens, three oxygens. So I'm going to start by balancing my oxygens first, and that's going to make it easier to go back in and balance my aluminum second. So if I put a 2 here and a 3 here, I now have 6 oxygens on either side, with a total of 4 aluminums on my product side. And now I'm balanced. Now we didn't learn organic nomenclature of hydrocarbons, so we're going to change some of these. All of these are words that you haven't seen before, and let's just use chemical equations. So we'll do C2H6 plus oxygen gas. So we have a hydrocarbon, C and H is bonded together, plus oxygen. Always, always, always going to yield CO2 and water. Okay, those two products will always be true of every combustion reaction. So there are a couple of kind of steps that we can take in balancing a chemical equation. And the first is that when I have a uneven number of O's, it will never balance out. So to get an even number of O's, check your subscript on H. If the subscript on H can easily be divided by 2 and give you an even number, then divide it by 2 and put it here. But if it can't, then we need to double it. So in doing that, it allows me to get an even number of oxygens with this water. Then I can balance my C's, my carbons, and put a 4 here. Now I need to count my total O's. I have 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. And now I'm balanced. Barium combusts, number 4. Ba is barium. Barium plus oxygen gas, I know it's oxygen gas because I have the word combusts, is going to yield BaO. And why is it BaO? Because barium has a 2 plus 2 charge and oxygen has a -2 charge. When those crisscross, they then cancel out. Now I need to balance it. I have 1 barium on my reactant side, 1 barium on my product side, 2 oxygens on my reactant side, 1 oxygen on my product side, so I can go ahead and balance that. Now my bariums are unbalanced, so if I put a 2 in front of the barium on my reactant side, that balances me. That's combustion. It's really that simple. The hardest piece of combustion is learning to balance those equations.